Hey y'all, we're back today for another video. Today we are actually going to be doing a breakdown video for Lost Season 2, Episode 17. So after I do my reactions, I usually do a breakdown and a review, and I try to keep it pretty long so that way I can make predictions, discussions, and such. And for this episode, I ended up being kind of rushed at the end there. Something had come up last minute, kind of, and I felt like this was an episode that I needed to talk more about. So think about it as like a bonus. Think of it as part two of the reaction. What have you? I actually was thinking maybe I'll actually do more of these. Maybe not for every episode because maybe not every episode needs it, but maybe they do. Maybe it's just like a little like how like at the end of each reaction I'll end with like some thoughts and brief and such. Keep it about maybe 5 to 10 minutes. But maybe I'll make a video that will go deeper into like my big takeaways. Maybe I'll do it once a week and do it for both the episodes combined. I don't know, just some thoughts. So I don't know if this video does well, then yeah, maybe we'll do more takeaways. So, moving on. So this is for the episode 17. This is for Lockdown. Lockdown again was such an incredible episode. So many emotions. Locke has definitely one of the more emotional backstories. Don't get me wrong though, a lot of the characters do, but his just for some reason just resonates with me a little bit more. And so seeing that, then we have all the progression of what's going on in the bunker, and then the lockdown, and then the reveals. And then, of course, we also have the poker game that's going on. That's kind of like a little cat and mouse between Jack and Sawyer. And then we also, the whole trying to find out what's going on with Henry. There's a lot. So I do have 5 takeaways. So first, my big takeaway is obviously the blacklight invisible map. So I am not looking up anything because I do not want to get spoiled, because I feel like this is something that could easily be spoiled. That's something that could easily, ruin something. So I did screenshot though the map. So I have it on my computer here. I'll probably put it up here on the screen for you guys. I have read this and analyzed this. It's hard to read at some of the things, and again, I don't want to try to look up things in case I'm either not supposed to know them yet, or in case I see something I'm not supposed to see. Some of my takeaways from this map is that it looks like it's in the shape of the Dharma logo, and it looks like that it is showing the different bunker locations. We know that from the beginning there were 6 bunkers. This was Station 3, I believe, which is Swan. We do see that. There's also fire that looks like it's next to it. It looks like a flame. And then we also have been to the Arrow. That's where the tea leaves are from. But then also on top of that, there is the medical staff one, like that symbol that from like Exodus. There's that, and then there's a couple other, but they have like question marks. And there's a bunch of like symbols and letters, but it also does look like that they're all interconnected. It looks like there's tunnels or something that connects them. And then in the middle is a big circle and a question mark. So that is something. That is once again confirming that there's more with this island, more with the bunkers, more with Dharma. So I do think that these are all connected. Like actually like connected physically. Like you could get to each other. Um, I I really don't know much more else to think than like we haven't really been to the other ones yet. I'll be curious what their importance are, where they are, and all that. So I'm pretty intrigued by that, especially because there was like some that were crossed out. So I don't know if that was a mistake, or maybe something happened to that location. So there's a lot that map. I can imagine. I know my friend Steven told me that the people would like look at that like a lot, and then there was even a poster in the Star Wars, in the Lost magazine or something like that. So very interesting. That definitely really surprised me, and I want to know more, and I want to keep looking at it and keep studying it because it is fascinating. My takeaway number 2 is the weird island noises. So I noticed that whenever the like security doors, the ones that like pin lock down, lockdown. But they also, the ones that are, the one with the hidden map, whenever they're going up and down or doing their thing, it's making a very loud, sharp noise that is very reminiscent into what the monster sound. I remember talking about how in season one, whenever we heard it a lot, because we really haven't really heard it much in season two, if at all. I remember saying that it sounded very machinery. So I think that there is a connection between those two, for sure. If they're not the same, they're definitely connected. Takeaway number 3: Henry is not Henry. I have been saying this for so long, and I feel so vindicated. Every once in a while, I'm able to make a prediction that is right, and this was one of them. And we find out that while, yes, Henry has, it appears that his story has checked out. We found the grave, we found the balloon, and we're like, okay, yeah, surface level, you'd be fine. But Saeed being Saeed, he's like, no, I dug it out. And first of all, it's not a woman, so it's not your wife. And second of all, it's a man, and a man is Henry himself, and it's definitely not, because they don't look the same. So, I'm very curious to find out who Henry is. Why is he lying? Again, I want to emphasize, I don't think Henry is an other. I don't think Henry is a bad guy. However, I do think Henry has secrets, and I think Henry has reasons for maybe not wanting to, maybe to protect himself, maybe to protect something. Regardless, I don't think deep down Henry is a bad person, because he had every reason to leave Locke there. He had all reasons to escape. He had all that. It wouldn't have mattered. But he stayed and he helped. So keep that in mind. 4. I think my other big takeaway is, my number 4 takeaway is, the dog just scared me with the shadow there. I was like, what is that behind me? Jurassic Park? Oh my gosh. So 4, when I need guns, I will get them. I think that's foreshadowing. I think we're going to see a point here pretty soon when Jack is going to get those guns, and we are going to go to war with the others. That is coming. I think that was major foreshadowing there. Yeah. And I don't think there's much more to say than I just think that is foreshadowing for what is to come. And then number 5. Now this one, I didn't fully take this in when I saw it. So whenever Kate is with Jack at the end there, they see the beacon, the light. It's flashing. I'm thinking it's SOS. And we go there, and there's this food. And Jack, whenever he goes there, he says that there's like a parachute. And then she finds in this food. So my initial thought was that, oh, this is Hurley's stash. I'm not thinking much about it. Like, the parachute kind of went over my head. But when you think about it, and there's a parachute and a light beacon, I don't think this is Hurley's stash. I don't even think this is a stash. I think this is a new, like, supply of food that was dropped in, or whatever have you, launched over. I think, and then the light is to be like, hey, come look here, come food. So it's a way of giving non-contact, of giving them food. But who's giving them food, and why? And why is there not rescue? But why is there food? So I noticed that was a big takeaway, is where'd that food come from? Who did it come from? And why? And why is they not doing help? But why are they giving food? Questions. And again, it's Dharma food too. So whatever this Dharma is, whoever this Dharma is. But that was my final takeaway. So those were my big 5 takeaways from this episode. It was incredible. And I really do feel like that now this show is starting to become more than just a, hey, let's just survive on the island. Like, granted, it has been like that. Like, not, there has been more to than just survival. But I feel like really right now the show is emphasizing and showing that, hey, yes, while there are elements of survival, there are elements of horror, this is really, it's starting to almost feel more sci-fi dystopian almost. And so I cannot wait for next week to see episode 18 and 19. I haven't looked at the titles. I don't know anything. I just know that things are gonna be picking up here. And there's 25 episodes, I think, for the second season. So I do think that it is it is gonna be a ride. So again, thank you guys so much for the support. If we want to talk about my theories, my predictions. Again, don't confirm anything that is to come, that is to be revealed. Again, I want to be genuinely surprised and shocked. But I wanted to give you guys this reaction, or this video, this extra content, because I do think you guys deserve this, because you guys have been so supportive, and I want to give you guys my all. And while I do think that the end of the video was suffice, I just don't think it was enough for everything that happened in this episode. So if this video does well, you might be able to expect to see this more often. And plus, I think what also happens is that once I'm editing the video, I realize more things. I'm able it gives me a chance to basically rewatch the episode a second time. So, again, thank you guys so much for the support. You guys are so awesome, and have a great day.